Right, well, Kobe and I are at a secret garden, aren't we, Kobe? You got your squeaky ball, which I probably kept the company Wish in business with the amount of these that I've bought. But he does like a wish ball. And as you can see, nature's taking its toll here, which is, I think, absolutely lovely. Let it go. And I think it's lovely here. Hang on, Kate. There we go. I'm going. And then, hang on, let's just get this lead sorted out. Because it's all over the place at the moment. There you go, Cube. Still lights up that ball as well, amazingly enough. And anyway, as you can see, the blackberries have gone crazy. The building's still there, so that won't get knocked down until next year now. Nothing's going to happen with that, is it? COVID's wiped everything out. Well, I expect the rest of the world's heard, like we have this morning, that they're making it compulsory that if you go into any shops and buses, I assume trains as well, oh, he's squeaking his ball now, like he wants me. Play with me, son. Oh, he wastes me time talking for. Play with me. That you've got to wear a mask, it's compulsory. But that don't start until the end of the month. Oh, what's all this about? Now, we've got COVID, right? Which I don't think we've got anyway, but you're not going to catch it this week. Right, you're not going to catch it this week or next week, but you're going to catch it after the 27th. So, or 24th or whatever it is. Crazy. It's just more and more control. Oh, and they've brought a new law out as well in the UK that they're employing people, COVID contact people. They're doing it under the guise of healthcare. So these are new healthcare workers. And if someone tests positive for COVID, this contact and trace thing, whatever it's called, so for instance, if I was talking to someone at the bus stop and they knew where I lived and they got tested for COVID and they showed positive, then they'd have to tell all the people that they've seen, all right? So they could say, oh yeah, I went to see, I was talking to that lady that's got the brown dog, the service dog, and she lives in that block of flats. I think she's on blah, blah, blah floor. Right? They come knocking on my door and they say, oh, well, you're been talking to someone that's been tested for COVID, so we're on COVID test and trace. So you've got to isolate yourself if we're going to test you, whether you want us to or not. And because you've been near them, or you talk to them, then you've got to isolate yourself for 14 days. And then we're going to make you take this jab, this vaccination. And I'll say to them, who did I talk to then that had COVID? And they'll say to me, oh, we're not at liberty to give that information away. You know, we can't tell you that because that's confidential. So we can tell you that someone's put your name up for having been near them, but we can't tell you who that person was. What a load of bollocks. Oh, and the other one is that the COVID people can do. Right, for instance, if your kids are playing out in the street, or playing out, not that many kids play out in the street nowadays. Most people are too frightened to let their kids go out in the street because media's told them everyone's kid's going to get nicked. So they're all sitting indoors playing on the computer instead. And so, anyway, if a COVID person comes along, you know, people are like, once you give them a white coat, a bit of authority, they've been convinced that COVID exists. Right, COVID lady or man comes along and with their little heat gun. Kid's been running up and down, getting hot. So they grab the kid over, fire the gun, and shows up as being hot. Right, without even telling you, without even knocking on your door as their parent, they can immediately remove them and put them in a quarantine centre. And there ain't nothing you can do about it. Innit? Nothing you can do about it. What? How crazy is that? How crazy is that? And everyone's just sitting back and letting this happen. You know? I mean, why don't these... listen, Black Lives Matter. All lives matter. We should be out there just having one massive, 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 massive march. Everyone. The whole world. You know, like you've got the whole world locked down, millions of people, by a couple of hundred people. And all these police officers and doctors and nurses that know it's all a lie, it's going to backfire on you. It's going to backfire on you. It will backfire on you. I don't know if anyone see it, but in France, loads of police officers threw their handcuffs on the floor and said, no, we're not. We're here to police. We're not here to be jailers. You know, the laws that you're bringing out are ridiculous. But, it's craziness. Anyway, let's throw this ball one more time because Cody's not had any freedom. It's not good for him. He just goes out on his lead all the time. He likes to have a bit of a run. And I'll show you the blackberries. Look. So we can come blackberry picking. I might come blackberry picking tomorrow. Because there's not loads on there yet. But there's a few. There's enough to make a pie. So I've got some apples. So I think I'll come... Oh, look, there's loads down there. And the good thing about it is they haven't had any pesticide or anything else like that on them. Let's have a walk out here, Cove. Send me more blackberries. But there's going to be loads of blackberries this year. Here. But at the moment, there's enough to make a nice pie. So I think tomorrow I'll come over here with my pick some blackberries. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Shame the grandkids are not here, really. It's a shame that Jimmy and Jive live so far away because with the other grandkids that are, it's one of my grandchildren's 12th birthday tomorrow. I bought 11 bunches of artificial roses, red roses. There's 17 roses in a bunch. And I bought 11 bunches. And then a 12th present is a combination of things wrapped up in one parcel. Anyway, what I'm going to do tomorrow, I'm going to start it in the morning because they're not at school at the moment. So I'm going to park the car down the end of the road. And when people walk past, I'm going to ask them to take a bunch of flowers and to go and knock on their door. and give her a bunch of flowers and a birthday card. So when I was at Poundland the other day, I bought loads of do-it-yourself cards. So tonight I'm going to sit and do some cards. It was her mum's birthday yesterday, and I went over to the florist and sent a big... I know the girl at the florist, she's a lovely girl. And she's married to one of the boys' mates. Nice girl, Nita. She does lovely flowers as well. So anyway, she owns the florist shop. So she done to tell the truth, it was a £50 sterling bunch of flowers. And she did it for 20 quid for me, and she did it lovely. And she a new vase, and it looked lovely. It did look lovely. And she delivered it for me last night. So with my granddaughter, I'm going to park up down the road tomorrow morning, and then as people walk past, I'm going to say to them, would you do me a favour and knock on the door and give them a card and a bunch of flowers? I thought it'd be funny. I'm going to hide somewhere, video it, see if I can hide somewhere. Hey, that'd be funny. I thought it'd be funny anyway. Look at that lovely tree. Isn't that nice? So nice. Wonder how old it is. And the holly tree there. It is lovely, isn't it? It's just so nice. Kobe's waiting for me to throw his thing again. It's just so nice. It's like a little haven. Yeah, I'll come here tomorrow and get some blackberries. Because Kobe likes running up and down here. And I'm going shopping again because we're definitely going to have another lockdown. So I definitely need to stock up because I think everyone's confident that there's not going to be food shortages and that. But I'm totally confident that there is. Because first of all, you've got China that's flooding, plus the dams bursting, plus apparently their biggest food bank, you know, where they've got wheat and rice and everything. Apparently all the wheat and rice is all getting damp and wet and going rotten. Plus on top of that, they're not growing more rice because there's rain everywhere. So there's a big country. Plus you've got all the different types of weather that's going on in the rest of the world, either too hot for crops and there's not enough water, or too much water. Or of course with COVID, you've got crops that have been ploughed back into the ground because the government's saying, oh, we haven't got anyone to pick the crops. And you're getting, well, because this COVID, the whole chain of it, you know, the whole... So, you know, cows can't get food or get milked, or there's no, if they do get milk, the milk's not getting delivered or used, and, you know, because there's so many places that are closed. You know, all of these cafes and restaurants and everything else, they all buy bread and eggs and bacon and meat and everything else. So, you know, that's a whole mass of agriculture that's being ploughed back into the ground, or animals being killed and just buried or burnt. You know, like mad cow disease or swine flu, or it's craziness. So I don't think it's going to be long, and I don't think it's going to be long before we have food shortages, and people are not using their gardens for growing things. People haven't used their gardens for growing things for years. Most people have concreted their garden over, or they get artificial grass and half a ton of sand underneath it, you know. So to get to the dirt, but yeah, it's craziness, absolute craziness, and it's hard to get seeds as well, to tell the truth. I can hear a noise. What's going on over there? Is that birds or a fox? What's that? Right, Cope. Couple more throws. Go that way now. Oh, that's good for him to have a bit of fresh air, a bit of running about. Poor soddy only gets to go for a short walk with me. Unless he goes out with G, his new mate, Kobe's new mate. Look at those blackberries. I'll be picking some of those. Look at them. Ooh, lovely. Yeah. So, any blackberries over here? Loads of them. Kobe. Look, loads. So that'd be good. Have a whole summer of blackberries. I think what I do last year, I picked loads. So what I'm going to do this year is I'm going to... I haven't got a very good freezer, but I was going to say I'll freeze them. But I'm not. I'm going to jar them up. I've been watching the Homestead lady. Yeah, she's really good. And she shows you how to pickle everything and jar everything up. So I've been watching her. I've got loads of jars. That's what I'm going to do. So, I think Kobe's having his last wee. We're going to go to the shops before it's too late to go shopping. Right, where's your ball, Kobe? Where's your ball? Don't lose your ball. Where is it? Oh, good boy. Bring it here then. Come on, go and get it. It's his birthday next week. This week, 13th. Tomorrow. Oh no, it's not. 15th tomorrow. Friday, his birthday. 17th. Friday the 17th. And it's his birthday. And my old Remy dog, my other dog, the one that passed away. Well, Kobe's 2, so Remy passed away in April 2 years ago. And that's why they got me Kobe. I missed her so much. I was devastated. She was nearly 14. My bestest mate. I didn't really want another dog, to tell the truth. You know, it's like you get used to your dog. You think, oh, no one's ever going to replace her. That's nice, isn't it, butterfly? But now I've got Kobe. And when I had his chip done, I didn't know what date his birthday was. So I phoned up at his owner, well, the owner of Mum and Dad. And it turns out that his birthday was the 17th of July. And my Remy's birthday was the 18th of July. Isn't that weird? So he was destined to be together, me and you, weren't we, Cope? And he is turning out to be a brilliant dog. Come here, let me get that thing out of your face. Come here. Hey, sit. Look at me. There you go. He's lovely. Right, I think he's had enough run. Right, last run. Right, so as you can see, I keep putting these balls here. I keep putting them back in the pot. But I think what's happening is the foxes are getting them out and playing with them. I think the foxes are getting them out and playing with them. So the foxes are probably watching him playing during the day, the baby ones, saying, Mum, I want to do that. Very nice. So, that's it. Say bye-bye. Speak. Bye-bye. Love you lots. Love from me and Kobe. Lots of love. Love yourselves more. Speak to you later. Bye-bye.